welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny Middendorf, and today I am telling you guys what it's like to work at a wilderness lodge. So there are a lot of things that I could say about working up here, about working in the wilderness, and about working at a lodge and doing seasonal work. I guess it makes most sense though to start at the beginning of how I found this job. This isn't actually my first time working here. I worked here for a few summers while I was in college as well, and now I'm back. But I guess how did I find this job in the first place? So I used to go to the Boundary Waters with my family. Growing up, we would go into the Boundary Waters a few times every summer if we could. And we would go camping. If you guys aren't familiar with the Boundary Waters, it's a place where you can go camping and canoeing, no motors allowed, there's no cell service. It's just a crazy cool experience in general. And I loved doing that and being out in the woods and being disconnected from everything else. And so when I was in college, I decided to find a job up here in the area. So here I am 5 years later, back here again, and better than ever. Working at a lodge, you can be doing a lot of different things, even depending on the day, because we need help in different areas, and you kind of have to work together when you have a small staff. But I've learned a lot doing this. I worked housekeeping, ziplining, I did some serving in the restaurant, and I just learned a lot of different skills along the way, communication skills, hard work ethic, things along those lines, as well as specific skills like tying knots, wilderness things. I learned a lot about the animals, the area, the nature around here, and also something else that you might not think about is that working at a lodge, you come in contact with a lot of people from all over the place, all over the US and other countries, and I learned a lot from talking to those people as well. Living and working up here in the wilderness, you can't see from where I'm sitting really any buildings. It's a lot of trees, a lot of space, and a lot of water, but there are other staff that work at the lodge that I work at, and we all live in staff housing that can be in the form of dorms or apartments. We even have a couple of people that live in homes on property. That means that there's always somebody around that's willing to hang out and do stuff with you, and it's so much fun to have staff around that are always down to do things. People are here because they want to go outside and hike and go for a paddle, go camping, and even just go to a different place to eat or get malts. We have a lot of malt runs to different places that sell malts, and pizza nights, movie nights, and not everybody joins in all the time, but usually you can get a group from somewhere on property that are willing to hang out and do what you want to do. So that's a great perk of being up here, is that I'm not just in the wilderness by myself, but there's a whole bunch of other staff here that are here because they want to be here and willing to hang out and do fun things. I just got bit by a mosquito through my leggings. A lot of people ask me when they hear that I've been living in the wilderness, or when people are coming up to visit, they'll ask me if I see a lot of animals around. The answer is yes. I see quite a few animals, a lot of fox. Is it foxes or fox? I think it's just fox for plural. But a lot of them, they're little babies, big ones. They're running down the road all the time. In the early spring, there were a ton of painted turtles all over the roads, and so we would stop when we're driving down the roads and move them off the roads. Somebody told me you're not supposed to do that, but I didn't know that. I still don't really know if that's true, so if you know that you're not supposed to move turtles, can you let me know in the comments? There are also moose. This year I saw only 2 moose so far, a mama moose with a baby. I wish I would have seen more. I've been driving around in the evenings looking to see if I could see another moose, but so far it's just been those 2. I also have only seen 1 bear this year. The bear that I saw was just walking across the road when I was stopped at the place that has malts, and I was getting ice cream because I love ice cream. You see a lot of other little animals like squirrels, the common things. I haven't seen any wolves. I've heard of people seeing them in the winter, but I haven't seen any around here ever that I've been up here. I saw 1 lynx this year. They're really kind of cool animals when you see them. It's rare to see them here, but I've seen 1 this summer, and then I saw 1 in 2015 up here, and both times were when I was driving down the road, the Gunflint Trail that goes from Grand Marais up to where I am here. And so that's kind of cool. I love the animals, I love the wildlife, and I hope I get to see more this summer because I've only seen 2 moose and I really want to see more. So I kind of mentioned earlier in the video that there's no cell phone service in the Boundary Waters. That does extend to where I'm living. There is no cell phone service here. The nearest cell phone service is maybe like half an hour, 45-minute drive towards town. And that's kind of cool. It really is nice to be able to be away from your phone. Even though I have my phone with me to take videos and listen to music and stuff, it's not constantly reminding me to talk to people, to be connected to social media, to look at Facebook, Instagram, whatever. It's my choice of when I want to do that. It's just nice to be able to disconnect from your phone and connect to the people around you. That sounds so cliche, I know, but it's so true. So working at a wilderness lodge means that there are a lot of activities to do. That's kind of the point of our lodge, is that there's lots of stuff to do. There's zip lining, horseback riding, canoeing, kayaking, hiking, swimming. There are so many places to go hiking. You can go camping out in the Boundary Waters. We have bonfires at night. It's kind of like living on vacation, but also having the responsibility to work the next day most of the time. I guess you just kind of get used to being up here in the quiet and the peacefulness, away from all of the chaos and the things going on outside of here. But there are obviously some things that are frustrating and that are hard about being here. Like, I miss my family in that it's really hard for me to go home. It's a long drive home from here, and I can't get off of work that easily. Working here, we get 2 days off per week, and other than that, it's kind of hard to get days off. I don't love being away from my family, especially after just having done the Peace Corps, and I was away for 2 years, and now I kind of just want to be around my family, so that is really hard. So I guess I just really cherish my time off, my evenings where I can kind of do what I want, and my weekends where I can spend the time out here hiking, camping, and hanging out with friends. Honestly, just being here in the beauty and peace and wilderness of everything around the animals and the cool people that I meet really does make up for it and make it all worth it. There's a lot more about living in the wilderness and working at a lodge that I could tell you. This is just kind of like the gist of it. I hope it gives you a better idea of what it's like, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I love sharing my experience, and that's the whole point of this video. So let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. If you want to see all the things that I'm up to all the time while I've been here, make sure you go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on those videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!